guys, Christine here from Mode 8, and today's workout is going to be more of a recovery and a little bit of core. So we're going over foam rolling. So grab your foam roller and a mat and let's get started. So it's important to foam roll all the time, but especially now because no one's out getting massages, so we really need to do this deep tissue work. Foam rolling is also known as self-myofascial release. So we're getting out the knots that can really build up into the muscle tissue so that so we can relieve those pains, feel less sore, and also prevent injuries too. So the first one we're going to do is our calves. So let's get going. So we'll want to start the foam roller just below the knee, never on the knee joint. And that's pretty much a hard rule for everything in yoga. We never really want to put any points of pressure into any parts of our knees or joints in general. So we're going to isolate one leg at a time. So if your foam roller's in a good place, right underneath, right below the knee joint, starting about here, we'll cross one leg over the other, push yourself up, and kind of rock side to side, left to right. I'm sure my face is turning right now because this is quite painful. I've been running lately and riding my bike, so we're getting knots, we're rocking side to side, and we want to kind of roll it out as if we were rolling dough. So we'll start at the bottom of the knee and slowly start to work our way on towards the Achilles tendons right above the ankle. And you can have a seat, you can lift up, you can find pressure points, rocking side to side, and anytime you find a knot, just try to breathe, hold it there to really help release that pressure point, that tension that's starting to grow. So once we've got about one side for a minute, we can go ahead and switch over to the other. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and switch over to the left leg now. Go ahead and start just below the knee, lift up, and begin to roll back and forth, taking your time, breathing. You'll notice one side is probably a little different than the other, which is totally normal. Just take your time to work through it. Getting a tricep workout while you're at it too, so that's nice. Core workout and we're lifting up. And if we're having trouble lifting up and finding that upper body strength, just press down onto the leg that's on the foam roller. And if you don't have a foam roller, you can use PVC pipe. I think Home Depot's still open, Lowe's is open, but Academy is open still, and they're doing curbside. So you can order online and you can just have it delivered to your door. Or of course, you can order from us. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna go on to our IT band now. So we're gonna start right above the knee and work our way up to the hip. So let's go onto our side. Straighten out your base leg. Go onto your elbow. So if your right leg is on the foam roller, your right arm's gonna be bent. And then take this back leg or left leg and cross it over on top. Starting with the foam roller just above the knee, hang out here for a minute or two. You kind of just feel what feels good to you. If you're finding any sharp pain, you've probably hit something that we need to back off of, so don't do that. Just kind of roll up and down until you get to just below the hip and then roll back down again. And you can go up and down as many times as you need to. IT band is a nice long muscle that connects the knee up and towards the hip. So we've really got to get that. Let's switch it over to the other side. There we go. Starting with the knee, find a nice straight leg, side plank, core. So we're going to take our foot on top and begin to roll. This one's not as painful as the calves can be, but it's just as necessary. It can seem kind of tedious or boring, But if you can do foam rolling once a week, you're golden, especially now. Got a lot of high stress going on. All right, so let's move on to the tops of the legs. So we're gonna get the quads now. So we're gonna flip over. I'm going to flip over. Starting with the knees, we'll want to kneel down on the mat. Start with the foam roller right above the knee. Lift the knees up, slide it through, starting there, and then army crawl our way down till we get to hip bones, and then walk our way right back up. Bigger muscle here, the quads, so it doesn't hurt as bad as the calves can be. You can windshield wiper the legs right and left to kind of feel different spots in the quads. And I encourage you to do that. You can feel the tension in either legs, and you want to hold on to those spots for just a few seconds. A minute is ideal. So once you've gotten your quads for about a minute, you can press pause anytime and hang out in one particular muscle group longer if you'd like. But we can begin to walk our way up, walk our way back, and ease out so we can press up. All right, moving on. We're gonna get our piriformis. So we're gonna have a seat. Have a seat right here on the foam roller. Cross the right leg over the left leg and begin to kind of lean into this right side. Really getting like the top of the hip where the SI notch is, just below. If you've got sciatica, this could be a good release for you. So we want to find the foam roller to press into the piriformis muscle that really contributes to that sciatic pain. So we're leaning in, we're rocking in side to side. And then while we're here, go ahead and get a stretch while we're at it. So we're gonna push the knee down and then draw the chest forward. So we're getting a little flexibility here with this release. A couple breaths. Feeling good yet? I hope so. All right, let's switch it over other side. So same thing, crossing over, leaning in, opposite side. And you really can work your body right and left to feel what's better for you, what feels good. And again, with any sharp pain, we'll want to back out of that pose or that stretch. Move into a place that you can comfortably breathe into without feeling like you're holding your breath or creating any more tension. All right, so let's get our stretch going. Figure 4 stretch. So we're pushing the knee away and then drawing the chest forward. And if the range of motion starts to curl forward, we've gotten out of the pose. So roll the shoulders back and try to maintain a nice flat back as we hinge forward. Nice deep breath in and out. Letting the knee fall down. One more breath in and out. Awesome. All right, we're gonna get the inside of the legs, the inner thighs, the groin, and the abduction. Inside. Adduction. It's AD, adduction. All right, so we're drawing the foam roller just above the knee again, creating an L-like shape with our base leg, creating a 90-degree angle, and then slightly draw the ankle above the kneecap so that we can put a little more pressure down in towards the foam roller. So again, starting with the knee, just above the knee rather, and then working our way towards the inside, middle line. Army crawling out. Move into a place that feels comfortable, slightly uncomfortable, and then slowly walk our way back. We're looking for knots here. We're looking for pressure points that we can hold. Breathe into those spots, those tension areas. Rocking side to side and taking our time. Breathing through it. And then easing our way back to start. And switch it over. Other side. what we do on the left, we must repeat to the right. Remembering the ankle is slightly above the knee level. Getting core here while we're at it. This is like a plank pose. I hope we're drawing in. Super important here that when we're in these prone positions where the belly button is facing down, careful not to arch the back down. We want to continue to engage the core while we're getting the muscle releases. So the navel is drawn in and up. We've got a lot of things going on here as we press into the foam roller. One more full breath in and out. Okay. I'm sweating here and I'm not even working out. All right, last but not least, I'd like to reverse what we do. So if we were prone, now we're going to become supine. We're going to go onto our backs on the spine. So we're going to start just above the hips, have a seat in front of the foam roller, nice bent legs, and then ease your way onto the foam roller. You're going to get a little tension here, which is normal because your abs are engaged. We're getting the lower back, nice release here. And then we can cross our arms on top and roll our way down. Get to just about shoulder level, maybe a little lower shoulder level. Never really on the neck. I don't recommend doing neck releases. And then ease your way, same thing, walking our way back up. Using the core to get up. One more time. Pressing the arms. Using the core to draw it down. Hopefully you get a little knock out. And back to seated. All right, last but not least, we've got the lats to do. So we spend so much time in a hunched over position, maybe typing or texting and driving. So we want to reverse that. We want to engage the lat muscles and really get them active again. So let's release them to do that. So we're gonna lie on our side this time. Begin to take the foam roller just below the ribs, the very base of the rib. Extend the bottom arm and begin to lie down onto the foam roller. We don't want to go completely on the side, but slightly lean back with the arm nice and extended. You're gonna get right underneath the underarm area. Look for knots and tension here. Whew. I'm feeling it. It hurts. But it's like a feel good hurt because you know you're doing good for your body, because you don't want to hold these knots inside. Then your range of motion will be shorter. You won't be able to lift more. You won't be able to work out as hard because these tension knots are preventing you from doing so. In chair pose, if our arms are extended up and out, we're really trying to get them up towards our temples. This is a really good way for us to get a little deeper of a stretch. All right, I think it's been a minute. Let's switch over other side. Almost done. You're doing good. I'm sure you're doing this perfectly at home. Message us, comment, and let us know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them. So again, legs, arm is out, nice and extended, leaning slightly back, getting just underneath the underarm, and then rocking out of it. Breathe through it. Hurts. Oh, we're doing it. You have to do it. All right. So I think we got everything. I hope you're feeling better. And please subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you on the mats next time. Bye.